My name is Eric M. I'm outgoing Dean of the School of Theater at the California Institute of the Arts and incoming head of playwriting at Brown University.
Somebody is saying that this mountain here, this is where they collect the garbages, from the city, and then this is the hill center for deposit. So normally the killers were normally saying that Tutsi, they are garbage, So after compelling them, showing that they are garbage, they should also go to the deposit where other garbage is deposited. Okay? So that is why you see we started telling you that here we are having about approximately about 4,000 and above victims of genocide.
And this is sort of the idea of Jugend, beautiful and sad at the same time. This is the quality of feeling of no drama.
I would recommend this method to anyone. The first thing you do when asking your question or engaging a new environment is to shut up. So for 8 days I had to be silent and just listen to the hammers and the weddings and the traffic and imagine the country or prepare my mind for a meeting with the country. So on the 9th day, I left here and with some priests visited some sites, and I've been coming ever since, bringing groups with me to learn about the country, to see how the culture is changing, and to see what the artists are coming up with on this landscape.
360 degree tilts on this axis. All mental frequencies proactive. Nucleus galactic. My Neptune moon radioactive.
We had to die for what we had done. We had to die because of what we had done.
Ariko kubera ubuyobozi bwiza bwaje kutwigisha kugira ngo twongere tubane n'abagenzi bacu barokotse iyo genocide.
But because of the good intentions of the new leadership, we were encouraged to live again with those who survived the genocide.
Ubwo umuntu akabwira umugenzi uburyo yamuhemukiye kuva uko yamwirukanye n'uburyo yamwishe n'uburyo mbese tubivugaho rumwe tubwizanye ukuri.
So we spoke openly about what had happened, just down to every last detail of how we had committed the crimes we had confessed.
Ariko umuntu wiciwe yarabyumvaga akagira ihungabana mu mutima.
But the people whose families have been killed would hear what we had to say and they would become traumatized.
promise of Rwanda is heartbreaking. The promises are so big, and here it's like Christmas. We're waiting for Santa Claus. We're waiting for Christmas morning. A great deal is on Kagame's very narrow shoulders. He's just a man. I've heard people admit that he's a man on this trip, whereas before he was angelic of some kind, a powerful angel, an angel who can run a war, but he was angelic. Now I hear him in human terms, and what this human has been charged with, what his regime seems to promise the country, is that they will be one of the very few cultures to have emerged from a genocide with a new self, or a reformed self, to turn from the colonial model of Hutu-Tutsi into a model of Rwanda. That's a shift that will require the full energies of all the artists in the country, because you're redefining one's name for oneself.
First of all, as an artist, I just love the energy of children and young people. You can do anything with children and young people. We did a piece whereby we were looking at genocide through the eyes of a young child of 10 years. You know, what is this child thinking about? So in these kind of circumstances, we find ourselves tackling political issues, but on a positive note, to create a better society, a better world for all.